Guys, I was really surprised by how many bases I was able to crush with this new attack strategy, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can crush bases with it as well. This thing is like a Go Witch attack with super wizards as well, and bat spells for the back end, so you got a lot of tools to take down this base. Now on this, I'm using that log launcher, but it doesn't break open the walls very fast, so I'm bringing usually some wall breakers as well. Now one thing the log launcher is really good at, man, is doing a lot of damage through the core of the base, including getting in some really early damage on the town hall. Now a lot of times on these attacks I'm using that Grand Warden ability pretty early, depending on how much damage is coming down, because I want to save the witches and the super wizards in the core as long as possible, man, because if you can get them raged up, you can get some good damage in that core, you have a really good chance of being able to take out the back end with both bat spells and the royal champion. Now on this, usually I'm trying to use my royal champion in an area where it can take out either multi-target infernos or wizard towers to help the bats along. On this one, I had some Teslas pop up distracting, so I had to use those freezes a little earlier than I would have liked on that wizard tower. I wanted that wizard tower to be tanked by my royal champion. That would have given me an additional freeze for the back end right there, but you know what, the bats did their work, even though most of them ended up dying. That wizard tower scatter shot combo, they did enough, man. They got enough of those defenses in the core. Look at this, we got a queen, we got an RC, we still got witches and wizards alive. Guys, I was pleasantly surprised by how many bases this absolutely wrecks. All right guys, here we got our next example. Now another thing I like to do with this is you might be tempted to start on the town hall side, but if you do that, you're not going to get that much value out of your log launcher. That log launcher is really good at getting a nice path of damage through the core of a base, and it's going to try to travel all the way to that town hall. That brings up another good point, man. Another part of what you're using that Grand Warden ability for, you know, maybe your witches and super wizards are doing fine, maybe you're hitting a single target base, and you don't really have to use that Grand Warden ability right away. Well, that Grand Warden ability can also be used to keep that log launcher alive even longer, man. Look at those logs just rolling through the base, getting some nice early damage in on. They've almost got that freaking scatter shot down, just went down to the next log roll right there, and look at that, continuing to roll logs towards the town hall. Now we're starting to get some early damage in on the town hall as well. Now if you're finding yourself in a position like I did on this attack where you haven't got the town hall, man, guess what, bats are not going to take care of it. So play that royal champion in a place where she's going to be able to pick up that town hall if your main drive was not able to get it. All right, and look at this, we got royal champion coming into the town hall. It's already low on health due to that log launcher. It got in some early hits, and that's why the royal champion's going to be able to come in here and get it taken out just about, man. Once again, bat spells are going to go down. Town hall is on its final sliver, but look at what we got left, man. We got some witches, we got some super wizards, we got a queen full health with her ability. She's going to be able to grab that town hall now, no problem. She can also reach that multi-target inferno. In fact, she can reach the rest of the stuff in this base. All right, we got enough taken out with that main push and with the bat spells that queen and a few witches are going to be able to finish off the rest. Here we go, guys, another completely different base design. What I like about this one is that this town hall is not on the far back side. When the town hall is on the far back side of a base, you have a harder time getting to it, like we saw on that last attack. Now this one's definitely on the back side, but it's kind of just off center from the core, so you can really have a better shot of making it to this town hall that's really kind of on one side of the core than you would at making it to a town hall that's on the complete opposite side of a base. So if I was looking at possibly using this in war on a base where the town hall was on the far opposite side of the base, I wouldn't choose this attack, man. If you got a central town hall or almost central town hall, then I wouldn't mind using this attack at all, because I really like my chances of getting that town hall down. Now look at that, man. We got that king raged up in the core, but that rage is also going to help. Watch this, man. Watch this. At this point, you kind of just want to pop the log launcher before that rage even wears off, because that rage is going to help your P.E.K.K.A. giant and ice column that just got sprung get into that town hall and get it down, man. That's why I love in that log launcher bringing an ice golem, a P.E.K.K.A. and a giant, man, because that P.E.K.K.A. is so good at taking down the town hall with or without a rage. Usually without a rage it can do it just fine, as long as that ice golem gets in front a little bit, which it should. It pops out before the P.E.K.K.A. being less camp space. And look at this, man. Look at this. We got expos on the backside, which can be tough for bats to get through. They have higher HP, but that's really all that's left. Now royal champion has dropped down. I kind of fed her to the king, true, but she's also tanking that wizard tower. Now if she would have gone down earlier, I still had two freezes I could could have played to keep that wizard tower on ice. But man, play that royal champion on the backside of the base to wizard towers, multi-target infernos. As long as town hall's down, you can also use her as an emergency backup to get that town hall down. That's how you're going to use your royal champion to keep the bats alive and get the town hall down in emergency situations. Now look at this freaking ring base, man. I didn't know about this one going in. I'm like, God, that town hall's way in the center. How am I going to get any troops to go into that town hall with this army? I mean, you don't exactly have like funneling troops, things that you can do on the fly. This is a spam attack, man. You pretty much pick the best side, you drop it and go. So here's what I decided to do on how to deal with this base. Now, first of all, I hate to feed a golem right to this single up on top, but you know what? Dang it, we needed some tanking on that side. Actually, the golem's going to skip the single, go all the way over to the bomb tower. Hey, man, you know what? I'll take it. By the way, order operations on this. I drop down the golems. I drop down the witches. That way they can spawn the skellies to get out in front of the super wizards. Then I drop my line of super wizards and then heroes along with the scatter shot. Now, look at this, man. I offset my entry. I didn't do it in the center. I offset it because I saw over on this side, we got a scatter shot. We got the eagle. We got the queen. We had a lot more value over on that side of the base. Now, I got pretty lucky here, man. I actually had troops funnel into the core, just basically out of luck, all right, not gonna lie. But if I would not have, I just would have been patient, all right? If nothing would have gone into that town hall, I would have been patient. I would have waited until I could direct target it with my royal champion, and whatever damage the log launcher already did would help my royal champion get it down that much easier, that much faster. Now, we're gonna play the RC on this wizard tower. That way, this wizard tower and scatter shot, I can get them both with the same freeze spell. We're gonna do another one just for good measure, and with that, all the splash damage in this base is gone. I go ahead and freeze the super minions just to get them kind of out of the way on ice a little bit. That should allow my royal champion to go ahead and finish those off. But look at this, man. We got bat spells left. We got troops left cleaning up on the right. Once again, we got a funky base that I never would have hit with this in war, but is easily smashed by this crazy attack strategy. Here we go, man. Yet another kind of classic Legends base design right here, man. The anti-2-star town hall in the center. So I got to look at how am I going to go get that town hall and what side am I going to be starting from, man. I just decided to start over on that side right there. Once again, golems followed by a line of witches followed by a line of wizards. Then you get the king down to do some additional tanking, and then you get down your log launcher, the rest of your heroes into that core. Now, once again, I am going to be popping the Grand Warden ability pretty early. We're facing some scattershot damage. I have a ton of witches and wizards right in there. I also got in all of my wall breakers in there as well. Caught them in that Grand Warden ability as well, and that's why we're seeing so many of these wall compartments getting smashed open right now. Now, am I going to lose some stuff to the Town Hall Blast? Absolutely. But if I had not popped that Grand Warden ability, then I would. None of those troops would have even made it to the Town Hall, just like the heroes and the tanks, all right? The witches and super wizards would have been long gone to giant bombs and the scatter shot. So I'm pretty much universally popping that Grand Warden ability pretty early in order to save as many of the witches and super wizards as possible. Now, we got a nice fat group of troops running down this side, all right? I still got bat spells. I'm going to play them up here. It's going to be a while before we got that wizard tower. And Royal Champion, once again, sent in, and she is already tanking that wizard tower, man. Going to be distracting that wizard tower. And she's almost down. Oh, bats are able to sneak up and take that wizard tower out. That means I got all 3 free spells left for only 1 remaining wizard tower. Boom. Once again, we're going to end up swagging a free spell, man. Had more than enough. And a lot of times you're going to end up like this, man. Pretty much all of my troops are dead on this attack. I do have a little bit of help with cleanup from like archers and 1 super wizard. But bats are going to be more than enough to get it done because I still had like a minute and a half left. Now, guys, one more base design to go ahead and leave you with right here. Check this out. Here's how I'm going to play this one. See those scatter shots on the way into the town hall? I want to get those taken out nice and early. So, same drops that we talked about before. We got the Grand Warden ability, keeping that group of troops in the core alive through all those scatter shot blasts, and we're raging them in. We want to get them in and get damage done to that town hall. Now, at this point, the town hall is the next closest structure. I got that rage spell already down, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that siege barracks so that P.E.K.K.A can get in there and get that town hall taken out. Now, let's see what we got left in this base. We got a couple wizard towers on the bottom. We still have a scatter shot right up at the top, but there's nothing else around it. So we can go ahead and start the bat spells right on top of that scatter shot if we wanted. Apparently that's not what I ended up doing this time. I targeted a wizard tower with the Royal Champion and brought the bat spells in from the side. If I had that one to do over again, I think, oh, see, I should have, Scatter shots are really tricky to freeze, man. They have a really long distance, and they turn and fire so fast, man. So it looks like I'm going to be losing bats on this one. If I would have started them on top of that scatter shot, I would have been in a much better position. I could have targeted and taken out this wizard tower with the royal champion, and I would have had 3 free spells left over for just 1 wizard tower on the backside. So on this last one right here, man, I made a mistake. I didn't even play my bat spells that smart, and yet I still have a king left. That hound is never going to pop. Still have enough from the triple. You just have a lot of different tools to take down a base when you're using this attack at every phase.